everyone, hope you're okay, hope you're good. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Today I will be talking to you guys about Daniel fast experience. So today is actually day 19, I believe. Yeah. So my voice is a bit croaky. First of all, the Daniel fast is fasting, but fasting the way Daniel did it. There are two references. One of them he fasted 10 days and the other he did 21 days, 3 weeks. The one I've heard about the most is actually the one where people do 21 days, and that's the one I'm doing now. So I've got 2 more days. 2 more days, guys. Nobody can be as happy as me for several reasons. But before I go into that, there are quite a few videos on YouTube about the experience of the Daniel fast. There's recipes, there's lots and lots on YouTube. If you live in a Nigerian household, yes, if you live in a Nigerian household and you want to do the Daniel fast, I swear to you, and if you love Nigerian food like I do, you will cry, because you will cry. I love food. I eat rice and stew for fun. The first day, when we say lead us not into temptation but deliver us from evil, the first day my mom decided to start making moi moi. My mom hasn't made moi moi in ages, in yonks. The first time this year, and first time in a while that moi moi has been made in this house. After the first 5 days, I was practically over it. The second week I feel like was my best week. I started being more creative with the dishes I'd make. I really just fell in love with vegetables and the way you saute them, fry them. I saw that sweet potatoes, actually naturally sweet potatoes, and it tasted really nice. Yeah, we were making stew, but not the way we Nigerians would make it, not with all the Maggi and seasoning, because there's certain types of salt that you have to use. I guess the next question is kind of like, why did you do it? So first of all, I was intrigued by just seeing my little sister do it, seeing the effects it had on her spiritually and physically. You guys are gonna think, physically, what are you doing physically? What is it with all of this that isn't there? What do you need to do physically? But it's not about, oh, losing weight. I don't really mind my weight. I'm happy with my weight, thank God. And it's just about being fitter and like changing my diet. If I want to be 60 and still being able to be bending down and rocking and doing most of the things that I can do now, there needs to be some changes that I need to make. I felt like doing the Daniel fast would be a great catalyst to that. So spiritually, oh my goodness me, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey, guys. Even though yes, I sit and talk about how much I, struggled doing away from rice and stew and the foods that I would eat, but spiritually my quiet time was just like my God time, having that intimate time with God. Ending of last year to starting this new year through January 2020, I've been in like a season of just rest. It's been forced rest, because if I had my way I would not be resting. If I had my way, I would be over doing the most. I feel like if I was working full-time, if there were just so many of distractions of things that I'd rather have been doing, I don't think I'd be able to have enough time. I don't think I would have been as committed to this fast as I've been throughout this January if I had my own way, if it was my own will that I was following. So I'm so thankful, so grateful to God that this is happening. There's this perception we have of when we hit like rough times and trouble and trials and tests and stuff. First, it's kind of like, what is going on here? Like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not exactly what I prayed for. This isn't like really, no, this roadblock wasn't supposed to come up here. In fact, it wasn't supposed to come up at all. One thing I've definitely seen, and this I can promise you, has been an effect of this fast. That's the best position for God to show his power. We call him Waymaker, we call him Miracle Worker, we call him the light in the darkness. You can only call him the Waymaker when you've been in a place where there was no way, no other way. Like, you were searching all over. There was no other way what you wanted done was going to be done. You can't call him a Waymaker when everything is kind of like going your way. You walk this path, everything happens. You walk that path, it's successful. Fair enough, he's a Waymaker then, but then when you really get to see it is when your back is against the wall and it looks like there literally is no way. You can't call him the light in the darkness if you haven't been in the darkness and you really needed the light. when everything's bright around you, when everything's light around you, fair enough, he's there, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that God is not there when things are going well, but I feel like this fast, this period of my life has really made me appreciate the times of like trouble or the times of trials when things aren't really going one's way, because it's like those are the times where you really get to experience peace that supersedes understanding. It's when you're in a place where there's waves hitting, there's stuff hitting, hailstones, thunder, everything is going off, everything's going on one, but yet you have that peace. You can't experience peace that goes far beyond your understanding if everything is peaceful anyway, because that is not far beyond your understanding. That you can understand because everything is peaceful, so you don't really need peace. But when things are Heyyy, Dietary, that's when you can understand, okay, peace that surpasses all understanding. Going through this time has made me appreciate the fact that, listen, trials are one of the best things to happen to us as human beings. As much as it's not something we like, as much as something, it's not something that even I would be admitting. Just this certainty, there's just this confidence, this renewed confidence that, listen, come hell, high water, I am here, I am leading you, I am guiding you, and as long as I'm here, as long as I'm leading, you don't need to know what tomorrow holds. Just through this period, that's what I didn't have and that's what I was missing. Now that I've done the fast, I'm smiling because I didn't even know this was going to come up. I didn't know this was going to come up, but that's what I was missing. And now that I've done the fast, still a couple more days left. I can see now that what I was missing, I actually got it. I just needed his presence. I just needed him to, just needed that confidence. I just needed that certainty that I felt like I was lacking. I needed it, and by the end of the fast, I can say I've been able to. And I'm just sitting here really telling you, especially for Nigerian, because I know our food is, sorry, our food is just the best. I'm so sorry to say, yes, Nigerian jollof rice is better than Ghanaian jollof rice. Argue with whoever you want to argue with, don't argue with me, by the way. I could do this fast, and I'm living and I'm breathing on day 19, anybody can. If you're going to do the fast, one thing I'll definitely say, first of all, get the app, the Fast Like Daniel app. Secondly, see if you could do it with like a group of friends, like a community. That support really does help. Get a journal, get a pen, because you're gonna need it. Definitely prepare your mind. That's the fourth thing I'll say as well. Prepare your mind. You don't want to just go into the fast cold turkey, you know. You want your mind to be prepared. Right, temptation won't come. Temptation will come, whether you like it or not. Listen to me. It will come. It's just having the willpower to be able to walk away and say, no, I actually don't have to do this, because I'm no longer a slave to what it is. I'm no longer a slave to that desire. I'm no longer a slave to that mindset. I'm no longer a slave to that food. I'm no longer a slave to that behavior. This has showed me that I can do all things. I can do without it. It's just me that's lazy. Yes, me. My testimonies are going to come out later. I'm going to write that book, and you lot are going to see, and you lot are going to read and see that this girl, anyway, God is really with her. But God is really with her. Crying and fussing and thinking, God, why me? And why is all this happening to me? And is it only me in this world? Like, Kini, you're washing me. You know, is it only me in this world that something's gonna be happening? So, you know, it's all of that is natural, it's human. But what you can't do, what you can't afford to do is stay there. I would be incorporating some changes into what I eat going forward. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've done the Daniel fast, please share your experiences below. I would love to hear it. If there are any questions that you have that I didn't answer throughout my video, please leave them down below. We can talk about it. I know, I'm hardly ever here. I know, but this year we're gonna try and make a difference. This year we're gonna try and be more consistent.